The versatile Druid class in World of Warcraft is designed to excel in various roles, be it tanking, healing, ranged, or melee DPS. It offers players the freedom to adapt and play the game in their preferred playstyle. While Druids are often pigeonholed into healing or feral roles in the endgame, the leveling journey provides much more flexibility. Players can experiment with different talents, abilities, and gear options to find their perfect fit. In this comprehensive guide, we'll delve into the Druid class in Hardcore Classic WoW. The Druid class is a solid choice for players starting in Hardcore WoW, but it has a unique learning curve. In later versions of the game, leveling is more straightforward, and Druids gain access to their forms at much lower levels. However, in Classic, Druids progress through the game at a much different pace. For the first 30 levels, every 10 levels is a pretty big milestone. At level 10, you'll receive a quest to unlock Bear form, at level 20, you'll unlock Cat form, and at level 30, you'll unlock Travel form. Each milestone significantly alters gameplay, and it's intriguing to start as a novice Druid, gradually learning how to shift into different forms. While all Druids begin as spellcasters, they can choose their path as they level up. This additional progression sets them apart from other classes. Druids possess a versatile toolkit, offering mobility, tankiness, and healing capabilities. This makes them formidable solo levelers with low downtime, provided players manage their mana for healing and shapeshifting. Unlocking Bear form at level 10 is a game changer, granting a powerful melee form and the ability to tank group content. Aquatic form is available from a level 16 quest, though it involves some travel. Cat form, which is acquired at level 20, becomes a significant power spike, enabling efficient mob farming with occasional healing breaks. At level 30, Travel form provides a low mana cost movement speed boost outdoors, accessible from the class trainer. In addition to form quests, Druids have unique class quests such as Cure Poison, which is available at level 14. It requires 5 Earth Root, which can be obtained as a drop from various mobs around the world, so if you're not an herbalist, don't worry, you'll still be able to do the quest. At level 20, Druids gain Abolish Poison, an improved version of the spell rendering the earlier quest optional. Depending on your playstyle, you may choose to focus on feral or balanced specialization. Feral Druids excel in melee combat and have the potential to either tank or deal high damage as Cat form DPS. They rely on energy and combo points to execute their abilities effectively. Balanced Druids, on the other hand, embrace their spellcasting nature and excel in dealing ranged damage. They primarily use mana and casting spells to unleash their destructive power. As a Druid, you have access to a wide array of talents that allow you to customize your playstyle even further. Feral talents enhance your melee capabilities, while balanced talents improve your spellcasting prowess. Take the time to experiment with different talent builds to find the one that suits your preferred role and playstyle. Gear-wise, Druids have a few options to consider. Feral Druids typically prioritize gear with strength and agility attributes to enhance their melee damage and critical strike chance. Stamina and armor are also crucial for Druid tanks, as they provide survivability on the front lines. Balanced Druids, on the other hand, focus on intellect and spell damage to amplify their magical attacks. Spirit and mana regeneration gear can also help with sustaining their spellcasting. In Hardcore Classic WoW, leveling can be challenging, and it's important to manage your resources effectively. Druids have various tools at their disposal to help with survival and mana management. Utilize your healing spells such as Rejuvenation and Healing Touch wisely to keep yourself healthy during combat. Additionally, take advantage of your shape-shifting abilities to mitigate damage and quickly shift between forms as needed. Group play is an integral part of WoW, and Druids are valuable additions to any party. They can fulfill multiple roles, whether it's tanking, healing, or providing ranged or melee DPS. Communicate with your group members to determine which role you should take on and adapt accordingly. Druids also have unique utility spells such as Innervate for mana restoration and Battle Res for reviving fallen enemies. However, in Hardcore, nobody's going to be getting revived today. Use these abilities strategically to support your group and turn the tides of battle in your favor. Druids in Hardcore Classic WoW offer a diverse and flexible playstyle. With their shape-shifting abilities, versatile talent options, and the ability to fill various roles, Druids can adapt to different situations and excel in both solo and group content. Whether you choose to focus on feral or balanced specialization, remember to experiment with different abilities, talents, and gear options to find your perfect Druid playstyle. Now, where does Druid rank against the other classes when it comes to Classic Hardcore? In terms of leveling speed, I rank Druids at a 4 out of 5. This is mainly because those first early levels are pretty slow and pretty dangerous, but once you unlock cat form at level 20 and travel form at level 30, you're going to be able to get around the world a lot faster than most other classes. And with the ability to deal massive amounts of damage in either cat form or balance spec, you're going to be able to farm mobs very efficiently. If you get in any danger, you can always hop into bear form for some more survivability, or hop out into caster form and heal yourself back up to full. Druids are actually one of the top classes when it comes to downtime. They have very little downtime, and I'd argue that they're almost right up there with hunters. When it comes to new player friendliness, I gave the Druid a 3 out of 5. This is simply because of those early levels. The early levels on a Druid before you get bear form, cat form, or travel form are pretty grueling. I've leveled multiple Druids into the 20s on hardcore so far, and I can honestly say the 1 to 20 grind on a Druid is very slow and painful. Starting out at level 1, you're basically casting 2 or 3 wrath spells and then just meleeing mobs down with your staff. It does get a little better at level 10 when you unlock bear form, but even then you're just auto-attacking and casting maul, hopping out of bear form to toss a heal on yourself every now and then, and going at a pretty slow pace. However, if you happen to make it to level 20 and unlock cat form, it does get a little better, but things can still get dicey pretty quick. You have tons of survivability on the Druid, but I would not say that the Druid is an easy class to pick up for new players. When it comes to solo content, I give the Druid a 4 out of 5. This is mainly because the Druid is a jack of all trades, but a master of none. There's some quests out there that you're able to solo that other classes aren't, simply because you're able to tank, DPS, and heal all on your own. But like I said earlier, this isn't for new players, so if you're a seasoned WoW player or even just an above average player who knows the basics of the game and knows certain mechanics, I would say Druid is a great pick for you if you like soloing hard content. Now when it comes to group play, I give the Druid a 3 out of 5. Druids are very valuable to any group that they're in, as they can do anything that is needed. They can fill any role, whether it be DPS, tanking, or healing. The only issue with this is that other classes simply do it better. Like I said earlier, the Druid is a jack of all trades, but a master of none. You can bring a feral Druid cat into your group, and yes, they will do great damage, but a warrior or a rogue will simply just put out more. If you decide to bring them along as a tank, yes, they can tank most dungeons and even some bosses in in-game content. However, they're not as strong as a warrior tank. And if you decide to bring them along as a healer, they perform in this role pretty well. However, most of their heals are hot-based, which are healing over time abilities. So they're not as strong when it comes to healing main tanks that are getting whacked for crushing blows for thousands of damage. In conclusion, Druids are a solid pick for any player. If you enjoy the ability to adapt and fill any role that your group needs, or even just solo content as a tank, DPS, and healer all at the same time, maybe the Druid is for you. If you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video. But anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.